Okay, so since this is done, I figured I'd go ahead and make one more video before this thing gets sent off. This is the 86 Kenmore air conditioner, whatever you call it. I don't know why my flash is on right now, the light, but I can't turn it off unless I stop the video, so it's going to stay on. This is the last update because this air conditioner is going somewhere else to be used. The place that this is going to be used, I had a 10,000 BTU LG air conditioner that had really loud fan bearings, but it didn't really matter, but it worked. But now, apparently the fan motor has failed, so I'm imagining the bearings are stuck. He said the compressor's running, but it's not blowing. Anyway, I gotta get a filter for this, as you can see. But anyway, it's done. Besides for that, I got this cover to stay on. This always drooped down to like here because it was all droopy and it would never stay on because the clips were kind of screwy on the bottom. I just put some screws through here. And I know that's not the best way of doing it, but since there's already, it's missing the slats in here, I figured I'd go ahead and do that. And here's the model tag for anyone who's interested. I also painted white back in there, although it's kind of hard to tell. You can still move side to side. And I actually found the little door for it. The vent control, of course, is broken. On here, I put this piece of angle iron. And I know that's not actual angle iron, but whatever the name for that would be. In place of this, because one of the screw holes is stripped out and it was just loose. Plus, it's only that big, and the window it's going in is actually a wood window, so it's pretty fat, so it'll probably take up that whole area. So this will be better. The case was faded. It was originally almond. This is white, and I know I did a terrible job. You know, I painted over some crap that was already here. But on the top, it was just bare metal showing, and it was starting to get a bit of surface rust. I don't know what this is. I thought it was aluminum, but apparently not, because it had rust on it. So I'm not exactly sure what this material is. Probably just sheet metal, steel, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, I went ahead and just gave it a coat of white. I had to put a new cord on it. It's one of these with the GFCI, because it got to where if you touched the case it would shock you, and the ground pin was cut off and it had molded plug disease, so I went ahead and replaced that. Now it's grounded and it doesn't have any ground faults because it doesn't kick that out. The coils on the back did get a bit of overspray on them, but you know, you can, well, you can't, but like if I shine a light on the other side here, you can still see through the coils pretty well, so I'm not too worried about that. And yes, there is some corrosion down in there, and I really should have pulled the whole cooling system out and cleaned it up and done that, but I didn't. I just coated the inside of it with some black spray paint or brown or whatever it was. I think I showed that in the last video. So, you know, that coil's pretty bent up as well, and I need to get a fin comb and straighten all of those out, but it's working for now, and that should be fine. If I can get that there. So I'll go ahead and fire it up here, and if I don't drop the plug. I hate these big bulbous plugs that they put on these things now. See, it gives you a nice little green LED. I think this is off of a Frigidaire. Might have been a higher as well. Well, I'll tell you right now, it's not a Frigidaire plug, because that's what a Frigidaire plug looks like. So go ahead and cut this off. And we'll start this guy up. And this thing gets cold almost instantly. It takes like 5 seconds maybe. Also, constant fan and energy saver fan are the same thing. And the thermostat barely works all the way down. It's not even clicked off unless it clicks. It's 75, I think, in here, 74. Clicks off when it's like 70. So, whatever. We'll go ahead and turn it on high cool. And this has a Matsushita rotary. I also had to replace the compressor in here because it was or not compressor, if I said that. The compressor's fine. I had to replace the capacitor in here. And I also had to add some R22 to it. And this thing's already ice cold. Let's see here, the temperature in here. Okay, it's 73, I was right. Pretty close. Coming out of here, 68. It's going to be colder than that. I'll give that a minute. And I'll go ahead and measure back here and see what we're getting. About 106, 107, and that coil is even as well. And blowing out of here, we got 67. I swear it feels colder than that. 64. If I get it poking, see, if I get it through these holes, it goes down to like 60. That's more about right. 57. That seems more plausible. 54. Anyway, it's about 50 something. And I'll go ahead and install the fan. You can hear the compressor, although you can't see it. Put it on low fan and we'll measure the temperatures. Yeah, on low fan we're getting like 52 and 53 out of there, 51. $116. 19. Well, there goes the door. So, it's a pretty good running unit. High efficiency, I don't know about all that. I mean, doesn't really matter. It's about average efficiency. Not any better than a new one, not any worse, but it's definitely not high efficiency. It's good though.